You're now listening to No Gimmicks.
No Gimmicks podcast, and we bring it to you. Every time we turn live, and you know it's the truth. Every after show, moving down, this the time we move around. No Gimmicks podcast is going down. Every night, every time in the ring. This is the time for the No Gimmicks, know we doing our thing. What's your state of mind, state of mind? Moving down a statement when we take the line. This is exactly wrestling the state design. When you see Stone Cold like me, with the stunner in the world, exactly, man, what we bring. Every night we move like Brock Lesnar to F5, no gimmicks. We take you to your limit, what's the feeling? When we live in the air, you know we on, it's the time. Guarantee we move, you know how we respond. The state design when we feel it. Moving down, what's the healing? You know, gimmicks is the feeling.
Yo, what is going on, No Gimmicks Nation? Welcome back to the No Gimmicks podcast here on the DFPN. It is a long time coming for this one. I personally have been waiting for this to happen, and it's here. So we're going to jump straight in because we've got your usual JJ Jefferson, the co-host, the big homie, Kelvin Cayley. How you doing, man? You good?
I am good, bro. And like you said, this is a long time coming. I'm excited about this one. So I have this wall in my room that normally when I meet folks and I get autographs, I have a picture autograph, and I just started a wall of like people that I've met, and I have the autograph pictures, 8x10s, something I'm really proud of. One of the first people on that wall is our guest today. So I'm proud to say this is kind of a full circle moment for me. So I'm ready.
Yeah, man. No, this one is definitely full circle. Me and him were talking, before we jumped on this recording. I've been following his career since he started. I remember him as the Piranha. And now to see it full circle as the Southern Sun. Ladies and gentlemen, joining us today, none other than the one, the only, Devion Black. Devion, how you doing, man?
I'm doing great, bro. I'm just getting it in, usual Monday for me. Sweating my ass off.
Hey, man, you got to stay ready so you don't have to get ready. And that's why I love your career, man, what you've been doing. And like I said, we're going to jump straight in because there's a lot that we can talk about, man. The first question that I kind of have that I want to throw at you, we saw your return this past weekend at MPX, one step closer to the edge. You and Kane Carter, me being a fan of tag team wrestling, and a lot of people don't know this. How did you and Kane kind of, mesh together and form this unit known as KOA?
So you know how Hall of Famers tell that story of, we had that one person I worked with, and we just mashed so well together. We didn't have to talk. We didn't have to do anything. Well, that was just it. Me and Kane, contrary to popular belief, are not related by blood. We got thrown together by just a random match by a promoter on our second year wrestling. It's cool that we started around the same time, but we got thrown together, and I'm talking within 5 minutes of just talking to each other. We were like, this is kind of interesting. We don't really have to say much, and we got a game plan. And then we went out there, everything was just butter. Like, everything just clicked. We didn't have to talk about it. We didn't have to work through nothing. Never trained together. And we were just a smooth tag team that had been, wrestling together for years. So we just thought, man, what if we just really took over this tag team stuff? What if we really worked at it? And, we're on year 5 now. So 3 years later, KOA is still rocking. And we're brothers now. I mean, we travel the world together. We wrestle together. He was just texting me about just ideas. Like, we are two men that we want the same thing. We want to be known as the best in the world, whether that's singles or tag team. That's just, ever since then, we've been rocking solid together.
Love that, man. Kelvin, you got a question or something you want to throw in?
No, it's funny. It's funny that you start off like we're not blood related, because anybody that knows the history of you two knows that's like it's been like a real close knit relationship, brother type thing. So it's interesting to see that that chemistry there. But what fuels the competitive nature? Because it is a brother-like relationship, but it is also competitive at the same time. What fuels that? Is that the drive for each other to be the best versions of each other's selves? Because it seems like you push each other.
Yeah, I've said it plenty of times, and then I'll say it again. When it comes to competition, I don't have any except Kane Carter. When it comes to when I'm in the gym, I'll go look on social media. He's in the gym. When we're on the road together, it's 7 a.m.s, 8 a.m.s. We're in the gym together. And it's just simple. I don't want to get up at 8 a.m., 7 a.m. I'm just keeping it a buck. I'm not a morning guy. But when it comes to anybody else, I can care less. But Kane's the one person I'm not gonna let show me up, and I mean it's vice versa. He's not gonna let me just show him up either. So like it's like who's gonna come up with the best sequence of the match, or who's gonna come out on top of the match, or who's gonna have the best match if we're working singles? Like that's how we see it. I mean, at the end of the day, I tell him this all the time. I see one of two things happening. It's either gonna be me versus him on the grandest stage of them all, or it's gonna be me tagging with him on the grandest stage of them all. And that's just how I see the future. No one's working as hard as us, and no one will. So it's just two people that we're both standing on top of the mountaintop, but it's a little bit of a power struggle as well.
I respect that. I respect that. It's kind of giving the Goku Vegeta vibe. You got to bring out the best in each other. You got to train each other, help support each other, but not really.
No, I want to see him succeed, but I mean, it'll be very hard for him. Very, very hard for him to just zoom past me. Right? It's either me keeping up with him or he's got to keep up with me. Just depends on the day right now.
I love that. I love that. And speaking of, because this is something that me and you talked about, pre-show before we jumped on here, and I definitely want to talk to you about it and get your thoughts about it. And before we get to the question, I want to just set the scene for those that maybe missed it, maybe weren't there to witness what actually happened. But at the last Hot Pro Wrestling show, Madness and Mart, you and Kane Carter tag team match, main event, taking on Lou Cameron and Matt Locke. And when you talk about a banger of a match, if you haven't, go check out Hot Pro Wrestling YouTube channel, check that match out. But what happened after is what still has a lot of people talking. The fans in Mart, Texas started chanting so very loudly, might I add. I was there front row. They were chanting Devion versus Matt. Devion versus Matt. And so much so that it caught the attention of Gun Show, the general manager, who came out and on the spot booked the next match at their next show, Havoc in Hillsboro, and it's you versus Matt Locke for the hardcore title. So can you kind of give me your thoughts, your takeaways, what that moment meant to you? Because that's the first time I think I've ever seen that actually happen.
I'm gonna be honest, it was those moments where you're like, dang, I really should have enjoyed that moment. I was so fired up. Because I'm just going to be honest, I don't like Matt Locke. Right? It's not a secret. Right? As hard as I work, and he brings his little Teletubby ass just running in rings, thinking he can compete with people like me who give it their all day in and day out. I don't like him. I don't respect him. Anybody can get hit with a chair. Right? Anybody can get hit with a weapon. I promise you, May 31st, you're going to see the same guy that can get hit is gonna be dishing out some hits. Because I don't want to get too edgy on your podcast, but I do not like Matt Locke.
Please go in. It's fine.
Matt Locke is what's wrong with wrestling. People like Matt Locke is what's wrong with wrestling right now. People that don't want to put in effort, they buy some freaking cargo pants from Ross and they get in the ring that they don't belong in, right? And I'm that guy. Not only am I going to call it out, but I'm going to get in there and I'll prove to you why you don't belong there. You don't belong. That hardcore stuff, people they just see my smile and my demeanor now because I'm so much calmer. They forget just how violent I used to be, how dangerous I used to. You'll see May 31st. But Matt's in trouble. That's all I'm saying. Matt Locke, I hope you're watching. Because your ass is gas. Especially with the fans. I mean, come on. That has never happened before. Nobody has ever been booked by fans. I'm talking about in the moment, I was so heated. I just wish I would have enjoyed it. I just wish I was there to like listen to you guys chant that. And people don't have to believe it, but that was not planned. I was not booked for May 31st. I had no intentions of being at HOT May 31st. You guys are the reason I'm there, and I'm so grateful. And I'm definitely not going to let anybody down. That's just not going to happen.
I love that. Here's a question. Do you think being away so long has made the fans fall more in love with you? Because there's been some parts of Texas we haven't seen you around in, right? And you're starting to make your way back, like MPX. And hearing the name Devion Black, knowing that it still rings bells, is a huge thing because you've been making your name in other places. Do you think that time away has allowed fans to really figure out, like, we really do love this guy? And how do you feel being back in that type of environment where fans do know you, they do clamor for these types of matches because they know the type of person you are? How does that make you feel?
Grateful. Really, really just wholesomely grateful. Like I can't even act like a tough guy wrestler right now. The love and support, everybody's just popping out and showing since I've came back around. I mean, you guys watched me at 120 pounds. You guys watched me when I was a fat kid, 215 pounds. And now I think everybody was just waiting for like that involvement of Devion. Like, what's Devion actually about? And to be honest, it took me stepping away and going to find that guy. Like, I had to find out who I was just as a human being. And then that translated, and I ended up becoming the Southern Sun just organically from being who I am, right? I'm the same guy as a kid. I used to ride bulls in the morning, herd cattle in the morning, be on the ranch all morning. And at night, I was having street fights and shooting dice in the hood even as a teenager. Like, I had to stop running from who I was. And I feel like coming back and me being able to be my authentic self, just as me, just as the Southern Sun, and that being more accepted than when I just tried to ponder to everybody. I mean, it's just the greatest feeling in the world. It makes me just want more, and it makes me keep going harder. Thanks,
That's
dying.
an incredible answer. I love it.
Yeah, no, that was an incredible answer. You said something that kind of leads into my next question because we've talked about, your goals, your aspirations, and you, for what it's worth, have been on a championship run. You look at where you've gone, you've been a belt collector in a sense, if you will. With MPX, Metroplex Wrestling, you've held tag team gold. When you look at what you've done out in Oklahoma with Texoma Pro, you and Exodus Prime, in my opinion, y'all have had match of the year contenders. Y'all have had a rivalry of the year contender. Like, y'all are putting on bangers. And now shifting your focus back to Hot Pro Wrestling, you've got your sights set on the hardcore title and Matt Locke. And it seems like, again, because, there's no secret here, nobody likes Matt Locke. There might be one person, and even that one person, his light is shining a little bit brighter in Luke Cameron, which we'll touch on that in another interview another day. But for the Hot Hardcore Championship, what would it mean to you to walk away from Havoc in Hillsboro as the new HOT Hardcore Champion?
I've wrestled Matt before, right? And at the time, I was really, really young. Not really young, but I was really new to the business, right? And he came to me after the match. And he said, I think you need to be a little bit more tougher. He told me that I could be a lot more aggressive and a lot more tougher, right? So for me, coming in and not only going after a belt, I'm going after a hardcore belt. But you got to be a sick, violent individual to have one of those. So I give it to Matt. He is a sick, sick, violent individual. But Matt's gonna learn that his little words of wisdom created something that not even he can handle, right? You brought up Exodus. I smashed my face and broke my nose in a last man standing match, right? That night, I got glued up, bandaged up, and I wrestled the next day, right? And I'm not saying that to brag. I'm saying that to say that there's nothing that's gonna stop me from taking another belt home and giving it to my daughter so she has another thing to play with. And I have something else to be proud of, right? I fight for a lot more than belts. As nice as it has been getting each and every one of those belts, there's a bigger goal in mind. And it starts with just plain and simply kicking Matlock's ass.
Love it. Love it.
I think I'm pretty good at this podcast thing.
No, you're excellent, bro.
Absolutely phenomenal, bro. You know, the door is open. Anytime you want to come on the show, you are more than welcome. And if you want to bring a friend or your brother, he's also welcome too.
Yeah,
Man. Let's get K in here sometime, man. Let's do a KOA podcast. I'm ready for it.
Let's do that.
I'm game
Let's do
for
it,
it.
man. Let's do it, bro.
So on this podcast, we have a saying, right?
Yes.
And it's enjoy them while you have them. And since we've been doing this podcast, I can't help but notice you have a hoodie on with 3 letters on it, which is kind of an omen. You know what I mean? It's kind of an omen. But being that you have been tearing it up on the indie scene, you're working your way back around. Your name is hot right now. Is that something that you're actively pursuing? I'd be a fool not to ask the question because I know the answer, but is that something that you're actively pursuing? Is there a company that you're trying to get the eye of, or is just work until someone catches you?
Well, to be honest, this is a business, so I'm always gonna be a fool if I turn down a better opportunity, you know. But as of right now, this is all I've ever cared about, right? My first ever thing I watched was the TNA, 2002. I was 3 years old, right? And I was still amazed by this. TNA is what got me into wrestling. I travel with them now. I'm blessed to have a job with TNA as a media coordinator. And we're just working our way up. Like, as far as I'm concerned, there's only one goal right now. And that's what's written on my chest. I've never wanted to really go anywhere else. And just being that close to everybody there, and really just learning, even just the business aspect of everything. And not only that, just picking the brains of any TNA talent that, you know, is around. Like, it's just about leveling up. And I'm going to keep doing that until this has my face behind it.
Love that. Love that. That's going to bring up a secondary question.
Bring it on.
A TNA talent that you can get in the ring on television right now and you know you can make magic with, who would it be?
Rich Swann. We just talked on social media. Rich Swann, I called him out on social media earlier this week and he commented back, let's run it. So any indie promoter, I'm ready. Rich Swann's ready. We're ready to do that. Both of us have agreed to it. We're ready to do it.
We might need to make some phone calls.
You know what?
I'm telling you right now, go check my social media right now. You see me calling out Rich, it says Richard Swann, Richie Swann. That's his Facebook name. Go to my social media right now. He's in the comments talking about let's do it. Now I'm ready to run it.
Yeah.
So Rich, you might have some skill, baby. I think it's my turn. So I'm gonna need you to come on.
Yeah, you know, there's a few people that I can think of. Obviously, they pay attention to this show, so me as a fan, sign me up. We know Rich Swann, the homie Swann, is big with Revolver. I don't think I've seen you in a Revolver ring yet, but I'm not mad at it.
Nah. Shout out to my boy BDE. That's my guy, man. That's my guy right there. He's killing it on Revolver.
That
Yep.
he is, especially
Yes,
with
he
this
is.
new era of Revolver that's going on. Yeah, you know what?
Shout out
I'm
to my
here
boy
for
B,
it.
man.
I'm here for it.
Me too.
He's a,
Definitely here
bro,
for
and I'm enjoying all of indie wrestling right now, all of wrestling in general. Like being getting this pot, like I don't, I hate Brian, I hate even saying this. Like getting to the level of popularity that I'm getting to, and people, all these eyes on me. I had the chance, like, it's cool for me to have a chance to be like, I'm still a big ass fan of wrestling. Like I'm still a kid who loves wrestling, and like now it's like these kids love my wrestling. So that just makes me want to push my wrestling even further. But I'm back as a fan of wrestling, and I'm learning so much from it.
I love that. And speaking of learning, speaking of fan, this is I'm gonna segue it to Kelvin because we talked a little bit about a specific question that he
I knew
had.
this was coming.
So
Let me get off the stairs for this one. I knew this was coming. Mm. What is it, man? What? 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 What?
Yeah, speaking of learning, you have a student teacher relationship with someone, namely KJ Orso, and
Yeah, yeah, man.
whatever you're comfortable with, your relationship, how that I know on one side, I know it could be a very love-hate relationship, but how has that student teacher relationship pushed you to the heights that you've been to?
I'm gonna keep it a buck with you. It's it's pushed me further than I thought I could go. Which I'm sure that was KJ's plan, right? I'm sure his whole idea was, can I push Devion to insanity, right? KJ's the one person out of all the credit and all the popularity I've gained. KJ's the one person that refuses, I mean, absolutely refuses to see me for what I am. He still sees me
Mm.
as some little boy who's still learning how to wrestle. When the reality is, if we actually just got in the ring one on one, oh wait, we did. I come out on top. I have beaten him, and he still refuses to just say it. Just say he's proud that I'm his student. Well, you know what? If KJ is to ever this version of KJ, Fuego KJ, I don't give a damn what you call him. Whatever version he wants to get his little ass in the ring and test me again. If we need to have another graduation match or whatever the hell he wants to call it, I will gladly knock the smirk off the silver tongue savant any day of the week. Yeah, he's my coach. Yeah, he's taught me a lot, but I promise you, I am at my wits' end with his mouth, with his arrogance, and with his I'm holier than thou attitude, when the reality is he can't even touch his own student. Sorry. Sorry.
there's nothing to apologize for. I've been on record saying it. We're gonna speak things into existence. KJ Orso currently holds the Revolver Texas Championship. Again,
Barely.
Revolver's a hot commodity. You've got BDE.
I mean,
Listen, I don't know what the future is. I take it all one step at a time, and I'm forever grateful. Like just even coming back to MPX, I'm so grateful that Richard Hill put us in. He didn't even bring us back just for nothing. He brought us back and threw us in the main event. So I mean, that just shows that he has trust. Like I'm I'm forever grateful for whatever promotion like brings me in, and I'm gonna give it my all no matter where it's at. But if I come across KJ Orso, I won't even call it a banger. I'm gonna it's probably just gonna be a fight, right? I don't have time to play his little games, right? I know how to fight, right? And KJ, I'm sorry, but his face is looking real soft. He's been wearing that mask for years, right? So his face is kind of tender,
Mm.
right? He ain't got a lot of toughness in the face area. And if you don't know, am known for taking people's faces off. So it doesn't seem like a hard fight for me, but KJ.
That is neither here nor there. But the last question that I have, because we talked about tag team wrestling a lot, and over the past couple of weeks, we've had some tag teams on this show. There's been a lot of talks about tag teams, or the hotness. A lot of people are paying more respect to the tag team scene right now. And we had Most Wanted not too long ago. They listed off some of their dream tag team opponents. So going to you and Kane on behalf of KOA, who would you say is some of your dream tag team matchups you would like to see one day?
uh, Tag team wise, man, I'm gonna be honest, and this might be a bold statement, but I don't even think there's not a tag team that can really compete with us at all. Right? I don't care if you're on the biggest show in the world. If you get in the ring with me and Kane, I have 100% confidence in our abilities. But I mean, across the pond from where I even work, there's a team, you know, called FTR that I've always wanted to face. So I mean, hopefully, they're not Ric Flair's age by the time they decide to come over here and holler at your boys. Hopefully, they're not that old. You know what I'm saying?
Hmm.
I like that.
Just got to be honest with you boys. I shoot for the big dogs. I don't care nothing about these little puppies down here. You can
I
call
am
me
not
mean.
mad.
You can call me whatever you want, but I promise you, I just simply don't care about. I mean, I don't care. If you want me to care about you and your tag team, prove it. Step up, fight us, and earn my respect. I mean, there's some tag teams that have earned my respect. I'm gonna be honest with you, Tatum and X. I did not expect to have the coordination and the skill that they brought together as a tag team. So like they got my respect, but I've already faced them. You know what I'm saying? So I mean, that doesn't really matter now. It's on to the
Fair
next.
point.
Not mad at it.
Man, this
That's
is
a
a long
fair
time I'm trying
point.
to put this on. Yeah, man. I mean, you just got to earn my respect because I mean, I had to earn everybody's respect. Nobody took it easy on me. Nobody was calling me out while I was on a hiatus, right? So I mean, you want to show up and show out if you really want my attention.
I respect it.
Fair
Kelvin?
point. Now I got nothing else, bro. This was awesome.
Yeah, no,
Thank
this
you.
was definitely one of the best ones. Again, thank you, man, for taking the time out to join us, to talk with us. And before we let you go and wrap it up, you have any final words you want to give to the people, any parting shots, let the people know where they can find you, anything at all?
Yeah, man. This is just a message to all my fans, bro. Y'all have been the greatest fans over these last few years, and the way that you guys have turned it up over the past, month or so since I've, been back in the area. You guys have shown me so much love. I promise I'm gonna keep working, and I promise the Southern Sun is never gonna set. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna stay on the grind, and we're gonna go to the next level together. I'm not gonna forget any of you guys. I really, really appreciate it. As far as where you can find me, if you don't know me, my name is the Southern Sun. I'm Devion Black. Thank you guys for saying my name right. There's not an A in my damn name. Devion is my name, everybody. Right? You can find me on any social media by that name, Devion, with an E. Devion. That's the last time I say it, ring announcers. Devion. Right? Anybody can find me, social media, YouTube. You can check out old matches, man. And I got plenty more to come, man. You can catch me in HOT May 31st. You can catch me back at Texoma next weekend on this Saturday. Uh, and yeah, as everybody knows, you'll see me in Cali this week. If you don't know, you should know by now. I'll be in Cali this week. So holla at your boy. I'll be in Sacramento from Wednesday to Saturday. Fly back, fly back in, jump immediately into my car and drive to Texoma. Um, yeah, man. Other than that, catch me being a dad or in the gym.
Love it, man. Love it.
Love it.
Appreciate the time. As always, the door is always open for you, man. Anytime you want
Man,
to come on,
this was fun, man. We got to get the KOA one on. I'm ready for the KOA one. Y'all
let's
just hit
do
me,
it.
hit us up.
Please, let's
Let's
do
make
it.
a let's make a group chat. We can bullshit in the group chat. We can shoot memes in the group chat, but let's freaking make a group chat and let's get this KOA podcast done because I'm ready to come back already, bro. This was fun.
Yeah, let's do this, please.
Absolutely, man. It will be locked in. We will get that happening and rolling. And again, wish you nothing but the best, man. Congratulations on everything you've got going on. And just as a personal favor from, one dad to another, when you get your hands on Matlock May 31st, can you please throw in an extra chair shot for your boy? Because it's not one, it's been twice that I've had to sit there front row and watch Matlock flip off my daughter.
You think I'm coming with just chair shots on Matt? I got razor blades and lemon juice for Matt. Right? You know what I'm saying, bro? This ain't finna be sweet, dog. I mean, I'd honestly leave the kids at home, man, if you for this one. This one ain't finna be nice, bro. I fully expect. I got you, though. I got you. I got something special for you. She said he's flipped off your daughter?
Oh, yeah, twice.
Okay. All right. So if you know my past, like real quick, if you know my past, I used to be a little deviant with, certain type of weapons, some including handcuffs, some including, kendo sticks, tables, right? If you know my past, you know me, right? So just be prepared for a little bit of the piranhas to jump back out, just maybe for a night, you know what I'm saying? Maybe for one night, a little bit of that bite comes back, you know what I'm saying? We'll see.
I am not mad at it. I'm here for it. And if you haven't gotten your tickets to that show, May 31st, Hot Pro Wrestling, Havoc in Hillsboro, you've still got time. So go get your tickets. You want to be there to check this out. Not just this, there's so much more going on. But again, man, thank you for taking the time out to join us. Kelvin, you got any final things for the people?
That's it, man. You go ahead and wrap us up.
Yes, sir. Well, ladies and gentlemen, thank y'all again for joining us. We appreciate y'all tuning in, tapping into the No Gimmicks podcast here on the DFPN. And until next time, you know what we always say. Take care of each other. Enjoy what you're going to enjoy. Until next time, peace.
And I know it's all business. We give them no gimmick. Yeah. And I know it's all business. We give them no gimmick. Yeah. And I know it's all business. We give them no gimmicks.